Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dustin, and today we're going to be doing some Metroid Fusion. For those of you who don't know, Metroid Fusion is a game that I have clocked a lot of hours into. I'm trying to do some stuff on the side here at the same time, so bear with me a moment here. I do apologize. My sinuses have been giving me issues today, and I did end up eating some food that kind of helps to clear up the sinuses, so I might be clearing my throat a little bit here and there at the beginning. I do apologize. I know it's very disgusting. All right, so a second. Let's just kill the music here, kill the vibe. Head to full cam for a second. I'm going to be listening to the stream for a little bit, and then I'm also going to be watching the stream here and there because I have my tablet right here. So the reason for that is I'm not that vain. I don't watch myself. But I do need to pay attention for when I actually start to play Metroid Fusion, because I'm going to need to do a little bit of... Wait a minute. Okay, there it is. Nice. I need to do something real quick. We're going to do this. There we go. Fake fan, I know, but I did not have my... let me show you. Where is it? There it is. I didn't have the Metroid Fusion at the top of the list. It was down here somewhere. So we're going to be playing a little bit on the NSO today, which is Nintendo Switch Online. This is Metroid Fusion. So what I want to do real quick, just to kind of do a little bit of syncing. So I'm going to do... That's actually pretty close to accurate. What are you saying? Okay. My brother, Gary the Gamer, check out his channel, link down below. He's going to be streaming here shortly as well, so we're going to be streaming two different games at the same time. Very strange for both of us, I'm sure. But, yeah, this is not going to be this is not going to be a full lore playthrough. This is not going to be a 100%. This is just going to be me trying to play the game and... pretty much to completion in less than 4 hours, 5 hours. I do believe that I can definitely do this in maybe sub 3 if I give myself enough time. I do know there are some glitches and ways that you can completely abuse this game in terms of memory issues and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that sort of stuff. I'm just going to try to play it quickly. Not like a speedrunner though. So, just throwing that out there. But this right here is Metroid Fusion. Metroid Fusion is a game that I personally truly enjoy. What I'm going to do real quick, actually, because I can. Going to flip horizontally. I'm going to move me down over here. I know, I'm moving. It's crazy. Then I'm going to take the game... I'm just going to slide it over, slide it over, slide it over. There we go. Because now, my webcam isn't covering anything. And you can see the entire game. So. Oh my gosh, it's bright. No, it's dark. Also have a coffee, so warm drink. Oh my man. Are you talking to me? Why would I tell OSHA about you blinding me? Oh, yeah, I'm not concerned about you potentially falling off of a rolling chair. I'm more concerned about my eyes. I'll leave my tablet off to the side. You guys can't see it, but trust me, it's right there. But oh my gosh, it's bright again. It's dark. So, at some point throughout the stream, I don't know if you want to just keep your lights on. It's up to you, but... What? You can stream at 2:15. So yes, Metroid Fusion is a game that it's my first full playthrough of a Metroid game of the Metroid franchise. I'm just gonna kind of let the intro play again here, just to buy a little bit of time. I know this is the fluff part of the stream. I apologize, but why this game holds a significance to me? Why is it so important to me? Well, when I was younger, there was a certain place we went to. It was an electronics store. I'm not going to say the name. They actually went out of business. But we went there, and they had a Metroid Prime demo. And I played the demo. It was just, I think Series Station is the name of it, or whatever the like first station name is. I don't know the lore. I just know that you fight in the station, and then you find Ridley, and then Ridley leaves, and you kill off a parasite queen. That's about it. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. It was my first introduction to like a sci-fi game at the time. I had been introduced to... Thanks for warning me about the light. It was my first real introduction to a more sci-fi aliens and like weird creatures sort of game. Prior to this, my first ever was actually StarCraft, the original StarCraft. But this was like my own thing. Nobody else in my family really played Metroid up until this point. I don't recall. Did we? I'm asking for confirmation from my brother. Did we have like a Metroid on the SNES or NES? Like the original cartridge. Okay. So the original Metroid we had, but I don't recall ever playing it when I was younger. As my brother just said, shots fired. It wasn't that entertaining, but as he just clarified, as a young kid, it's not that entertaining. But Metroid Fusion was and still continues to be a very, very interesting game to me. It has held my interest after all these years, and it came out in 2002. I was 7 when this came out. Yeah, I'm not exactly young, but I'm not exactly old. All that means is that this game is about 23 years old. So, but yeah, once this kind of cycles back around again, we're going to hop into it. I did play this a little bit recently, just in my spare time, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So I probably still have a save file here, but this particular screen right here, Metroid Fusion with the S, man, I made this S in this like screw design when I was in school. I'm not an artsy person, but man, that was cool. All right. We'll stick with that one, why not? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start up a brand new file. Again, this is not a lore playthrough. This is not a 100%. This is just, I'm going to beat the game as fast as I can and just kind of enjoy my time. So if anybody has any issues with that, I will not be doing this, just as a heads up. I'm not going to be using the suspend menu or like the rewind feature. So if I die, I die. I don't expect to, but you never know. And much like everything else, there's a lot of text that I'm not going to be able to skip, unfortunately. TLDR of this, Samus finds herself on a planet. Spoilers, mild spoilers for what's about to happen. She finds a new life form called the X parasite that she's never encountered before. It ends up infecting her nervous system, her actual biological nervous system. It multiplies to a point where it almost kills her, integrates with her suit. They surgically remove parts from her suit. They then come up with a vaccine, the Metroid vaccine, because Metroid was the natural predator of this X-parasite. From there, she is saved biologically. However, her suit had to be surgically removed, and it was sent off to a space station. And then there is, there's some other stuff here, like, she loses consciousness right here and nearly gets killed. The ship ejects Samus out, and she gets rescued. I'm also going to say Samus and Samus. I don't know which one it is collectively, as the community would agree or disagree on. So I usually say Samus just because. If you don't like that and you're like, it's Samus. Samus for me. Oh, that's some good coffee. So after Samus gets saved, the parts get taken off and sent to another station. She regains consciousness after extensive care, and then proceeds to hear and be debriefed about her. There's a station that gets rocked by an explosion, so then she's sent to go and investigate. That's pretty much the TLDR of this. And obviously I didn't, I didn't read everything, but, it takes some time, unfortunately. So how's it going? There's going to be a lot of time where I'll just feel awkward and not really do anything because it's like, what can I do here? Also, I love this particular line because it's like one word, destroyed. Couldn't fit that word in on the previous one. That's okay. So yeah, this is talking about the X in her nervous system being completely destroyed. Her suit gets that cool goo look to it. It looks really, really sick, if I'm honest. If I'm ever playing a game that has Samus in it, I want the fusion style suit because it looks so freaking cool. And then now we're about to find out about, the whole biological space labs being blown to pieces or a portion of it. BSL research. I'm going to turn up the volume on stream for the game a little bit. I'm actually talking a lot louder today than I was yesterday. Yesterday, my throat was kind of sore and kind of hurting. I don't think I'm going to be like this the entire stream. I did, like I said, I had some spicy breakfast stuff and it helped clear up my sinuses. I have some coffee, so everything's kind of like loosened up, which feels good. I feel really good today compared to yesterday. But yeah, I had a pretty hard day yesterday, honestly. Okay, that should be fine. Hey, calm down now. Don't go throwing things around. A lot of exposition here. And a little bit of lore about, Samus and her past. Samus. I said both. I don't know. It does. Some people get mad about it. I saw Reddit articles, actually. I don't know how they say it in Super Smash Bros. I think it's Samus. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much, but, that's just... Yeah. Alright, there's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The baking store's stuff, like with your suit parts and whatnot. Go investigate. We don't know what it did it. Move quickly and quietly. You suck. You don't have your latest abilities. Go to the nav room. Is your objective clear? Yeah, well, we don't know if it's Adam. First off, spoilers, potentially. Alright, so another thing about this is, usually in this game, when it first came out, sticks, as far as control-wise of movement, was not really a thing. You had to use the D-pad. Well, I'm going to be using stick majority of this playthrough, so I'm a stick boy. I don't really like the whole D-pad. I know, that sounds like a modern-day gamer problem. Alright. I could play with a D-pad, but... eh. Some of you might be wondering how I was just playing Samus there. I was using my thigh while I was drinking water. Yup, pro gamer strats. Anyways. Alright, so we got this little guy. Little frog. Kill him, he turns into an X, door opens back up, we then leave, head back to the navigation room, go, oh my gosh, the X are here. And then, yeah, more exposition and lore happens, and then we just, move on to the first main, I guess that was the first main, the second main objective. Specimen is brought back with the field team infected by X parasites. X can mimic its prey. Anyone could have done it. Here it is in 3D. Isn't that kind of cool? Yeah, it looks pretty sick. Yeah, you were almost killed by it, but a Metroid vaccine saved your life, and Metroids were natural predators of the X. So, in fact, you could just go around and absorb X and, get health and restore weapons and all that fun stuff. So make sure you absorb them no matter what. Violent species are in the breeding environments. Keep them out of there at all costs. There's massive biosigns in this area. Go over there, but you're only at 10% battle capacity. You just suck. You're going to die. The Federation is like, we need you alive. You're a bounty hunter. We don't really care about you because you're just a bounty hunter. Nothing more than that, but we still want you to stay alive. Okay, bye. You know how people like... Oh, that's the, there's the new King James version of the Bible, and then there's like, that person's personal perspective, yeah, this is my personal interpretation of this game. Alright, so now we find some zombie guys. They only take one shot from our blaster. I've never called it a blaster, it's an arm cannon. But they only take one shot and they die. Receive news from HQ. They can support you with this beautiful... Oh my gosh, the power of the sun! That's not what this said in the messages. I just got physically blinded. Actually, you're just... Yeah, it's fine. Just a little bit more light, yeah. In fact, I can see the lights behind the blackout curtain. Fat lot of good, you are blackout curtain. There's the light. You guys can't see it without me moving it, but there is an overlord right here. This tells you how much I'm totally tuned in to what's going on. TLDR, the old Federation commanding officer was Adam Malkovich, called her lady. That's about it. Federation. You know, Federation Force. A lot of people don't like Federation Force. I never personally played it. So, I don't know if I want to. I have a lot of things in my mind that I want to play. Federation Force is not one that strikes me as, yeah, I need to play it. What? Sure. Ball Force. Yeah, I wonder why they wouldn't like a Rocket League style Samus. Yeah. Anyways, moving forward. So we got missiles from HQ. HQ, at this point, our chance of survival has increased from 10% to 20%. I don't know in what world 20% survivability looks like versus 10%, but apparently I'm living in that world today. Right there is our first green X. The green X are ones that will help replenish our missiles. I don't recall if it also does power bombs, or I think power bombs is the only other thing. So, there we go. So, yeah, I'm not too sure by all that, but green missiles are going to be, or green is for missiles, the yellow color is for energy. There's a save station up here. I'm not going to be saving that much, unlike my first playthrough. So, I'm basically going to be only saving whenever I get to, like, a main navigation room of some kind, honestly. Come on, do it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little bit butchered by RNG. There we go. Saved it. And that was our first red X. So most of these doors, these eyeball doors, they have red X on them. And basically what that allows you to do is it gives you basically a near max refill on everything. There's also a cheeky little item over here. This is for another energy tank. So we're going into the spots with 2 energy tanks instead of the normal 1. Again, I'm not going for 100%, but there are certain items that do make certain fights in certain areas a little bit easier that I will be trying to prioritize when I remember them. I was going to try to do something cheeky. I'll take a few damage boosts, it's fine. So there's a thing, I watched a speedrun of Metroid Fusion a while back, actually. I think it might have been a year ago now, somewhere around there. And basically there's this thing called the sweet spots. So each of the X bosses, like that was a very powerful X boss. And as a result of killing him, we get Morph Ball. The sweet spot is that most of these X bosses, their X after you kill them goes to a very specific spot. So if you kill closer to it, it becomes vulnerable a little bit faster, meaning that you can collect it faster. And in a speedrun, that's what you want. Anything and everything to shave down 0.5 of a second, maybe 0.2 of a second, whatever it is that you can do to save time, you're going to do it. So in that case, doing that right there, killing it near that sweet spot means I can collect it faster and move on faster. So Now we're being told that the X parasites have made their way into the breeding ecosystems or other sectors. So elevator 1 takes us to the SRX, I believe is what it's called. So we need to get over there and take care of the X, but there might be somebody working aboard the ship to destroy it from the inside out. A saboteur, if you will. Go over here to get some missiles. So up to 25. Please unmorph, thank you. Kept trying to unmorph too quickly. Over here, this is I believe, a speed boost block, but it's not a revealable one, unfortunately. You'll just have to take my word for it. And now, right here, we're about to receive a very stark revelation. Voila. Somebody who looks like Samus. It's the mailman. But doesn't have her blue eyes. I think what would actually make that scarier is if they just had like a single black dot for an eye. Just saying. It also might look a little goofy, but I'm sure they probably tried something like that before. Elevator powers down, so now we are stuck down here in sectors 1 through 6. Can't go anywhere else. Obviously, we have to go to 1 because that's where our mission directive is. So we go to SRX, which is sector 1. Fun fact, most of these sectors always go to the right. There's one that doesn't. Bonus points if you know off the top of your head which one that is. We'll discuss it when we get there. Trust me. Metroid bonus points. For what? Swag. Swag is the best thing to get. Anyway, so some unknown agent is working, clearly not human. Don't worry about that right now. But let's just deliberate about Sector 1. X are reproducing at a massive rate, and we need to go and slow them down or stop them completely. So now this will be the first save of the entire run. Voila. Sure. Sure, it's called prioritizing objectives, actually. This hallway right here is a bunch of little circles. That thing at the end, oh, he's so big and handsome, but I left him because he's not that handsome. You could please stop. Okay. Dealt with the first atmospheric stabilizer. Now we gotta wait for this door to open up and then go through it. There should be, if I remember correctly, an energy tank here. There is. Alright, you go sink cruisers and whatnot. I hope it sounds good on the stream. I don't know if you're watching it, but... Okay, good. Most of the borders are gonna have that, like, pink, white, candy cane sort of style. I thought I was not in Morph Ball. That sucks. Oh well. Head over here. Hop up into here. There's some crumble blocks right there, so we gotta watch out for that. Destroy this. I'm starting to run low on missiles, so I do need to pay a little bit more attention to the X and like try to collect them. Okay, good. Run back over here, go through the door. We're gonna head down. Go over this way, because the other way is blocked. There's a couple of rhinos in this room we just gotta avoid. It probably is faster just to missile them, but it's whatever. Jump in through over here. This should be, I believe, another one. No, it's lava room. We don't need to go there. I think there's either a missile or something else there. These are also space pirates, but they're Xified. Ow. Alright, go over here. There's a save room coming up. I probably should save because I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage. Like, I should probably play this a little bit smarter. I didn't mean to fall down there. That was very dumb of me. Whatever. Let's go down over here. Head up. 1, 2, 3. That was the control stick versus D-pad. You know, I got a bunch of these little frog-like guys. All health. Could have grabbed that missile one. Okay, that was close. There is a missile pack upgrade soon, so I do know that exists, so I'll do that. Saving is for not speedrunners. Yeah, casuals. These take 3 missiles, so 1, 2, 3. There's a bunch of frogs down here. I knew it. What? That's what I'm calling them. Sink your cruisers, man. I don't know what. I don't know the names of these creatures. I just shoot them, kill them, and absorb their essence. Alright, head over here. Climb up. I believe you can make that, yeah. The Haka much, yes. Queen of Blades. Alright, let's just get rid of these 2 crabs over here. Crabs are deadly. Let's trigger that guy. Nope. I had a feeling. It's fine. Still jump and reach that. Alright, boss area coming up. There's another eye door. We don't need to save. We'll get a health refill here. Famous last words. Boop. Oh my gosh, please. It's guaranteed to show its normal eye after 5, by the way. Oh, well, hang on. Hang on. I'm not panicking, you're panicked. There we go. 3 is like middle of the road, so if it goes to 5, then it's guaranteed, but thankfully none of those were 5. There is also a strat here from watching speedruns. I'm not going to attempt it, but it is essentially a double hit. How you do it is you basically have to go from a floating position down and then shoot up twice really, really quickly. I've never practiced it, and I'm not good at it as a result, so... Charge beam. So those eyeball doors where they just kind of randomly do their thing, they're not going to be an issue from here on out. 1 charge beam should be able to neutralize them instead of 3 missiles. So I'm going to be, for the sake of it, charging my beam quite a bit as I go through door transitions. By the time, if you start a charge beam, doesn't matter where, at the start of a door, it will be fully charged by the time you go through the door. So it can be very helpful for building up charges, because there's that normal time that occurs of like the game figuring out where the door is from the previous room and where the door is of the next room, lining that up, and then, you know, proceeding to move Samus through that. You'll see what I mean. Like the door will either stay at the same level or it'll like move up or down depending on some factors. There's some interesting tech here that I'm not really going to do. I'll just do it the casual way. Let's see, can I nail the morph? Yes. That's with a control stick. If you think that's easy, try control stick double downing. It's a little trickier than you might think at first. Alright. First bonus room. We're not going to save, but there is a bonus room over here. There we go. This involves a little bit of precision. Nope. Hang on, hang on. I got it. I got it. I have to move to the opposite direction. So most, like, wall jumping games, they'll have it set up like more modern day Metroid. I think Dread does this. All you have to do is just keep rolling in the direction of the wall and just hit jump. Other ones, like the older style, you have to move your movement away from the wall and then push jump. This one is one of those where you have to move it away from the wall. So you jump into the wall and then you hit the opposite direction and then jump. And you have to hit the direction before you hit jump. If you hit it at the same time or about the same time, it doesn't work. You have to like stagger it a little bit, which is a little bit annoying, but you know, it's only so much you can really do at the end of the day. Alright, this has been SRX Sector 1 tour. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a good positive review on Yelp. I would appreciate that. We're going to move on to the next sector, and in typical sector finishing fashion, I probably should save once I do the navigation room of the next sector. I'll keep that in mind for the next ones. It's Mario wall jumping, kind of, yeah. Atmospheric stabilizers, mini X have already moved to other sectors. It seems Sector 2, Tropical. Our unseen saboteur has allowed them to go over there, so now we have to go over there and deal with all the X over in Sector 2 Tropical. This is not Tropical Freeze, before anybody says anything. Yes, I've been playing a lot of Donkey Kong. I can't really skip this text. I can't speed it up or anything. So, we're just going to sit here. Alright, now we're done. Moving on to Sector 2 Tropical. It's all the way on the right-hand side. Interesting thing about the layout of this space research lab, as you can see, 1, 3, and 5 are on the left, 2, 4, and 6 on the right. I don't know why they did that. They could have just done 1, 2, and 3 on one side, and then 4, 5, 6 on the other, but to each their own. I guess it just builds a little bit more tension when you're going from Sector 1 to Sector 2, I guess. I don't know. Alright, Sector 2, Tropical. What do we got? Well, we've learned the identity of this saboteur. Get ready for a jump scare. Oh my goodness. So this is what is known as SAX, or as I call them, SAX, just because it's easier. The identity of the person who caused a explosion earlier has been identified. It's the SAX. They actually have an ice beam, because that's what Samus had. Even though at the opening cinematic, I don't recall her ever having an ice beam, but this SAX has an ice beam. That's all you need to know. We need to avoid it because we have the Metroid vaccine, and the Metroid vaccine makes you susceptible to cold. So we need to go to this data room. Well, the problem is that we need to unlock level 1 hatches. So we need to find a security room, which is not marked on the map, make our way to the data room, and get bombs. Bombs is a more useful thing than you might think. For one, you can bomb jump with them, which is kind of cool. It's more like a swag strat. You don't really have to use them, like bomb jumping all the time. These spiky guys also do a lot of damage, like 40-ish damage per hit. Even takes more than a full charge to kill, so most of the time as well, you can do what's known as pseudo-screwing, which is that, where you charge up a beam and then you jump into an enemy by doing a revolution. I don't know why that guy died. Okay. I just full ran to that door thinking I can go inside that one. So, yeah, there are ways to do like pseudo-screw attacks and whatnot. I thought I was in a different room. But these guys do not care about that. In fact, they will probably hurt you more than you do damage to them, which kind of sucks. Thankfully, I've played this game once or twice, so I do know where the security room is. It's actually right here. Go inside here, activate the hatches, and this is a station-wide phenomena. So once we unlock this, they will be unlocked everywhere. Back on the main deck, all blue hatches unlocked. Any of the other sectors unlocked. If we hit to go to our map, you can see it says open on level 1. So blue hatches are now no longer an issue. We will always have access to blue hatch doors. Meaning that door that I ran into earlier, I'm actually going to go into right now. Because I think I can. Maybe I can't. I think I might need bombs. I'll come back later. We make a return trip around here anyways, so it's all good. That was too high of a jump. As you can see, those slugs do a lot of damage. I don't know why they're coded to do so much damage. I mean, they are spiky, but still. You wouldn't imagine them doing that much damage. There's this guy over here. I don't know what he is, but I envision him to be some sort of like lame superhero. I don't know why that's where my brain goes. It's just where it goes. We made our way to the data room. Cool. Now we get some BAMs. Man, I'm thirsty. Sorry, that's just kind of random thought. Oh no, there's an explosion. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold up. Wait. Okay, front. What was that explosion? This wall is now crumbly. Let's just deal with this first, and then I'll talk about the explosion. I'm sure it was nothing, especially those like scary high heel sound effects afterwards. It can't be anybody. Wow, long door. Yeah, SAX was here. They destroyed the door, so we can't go back. So now the game, got a new item, got to use it, obviously. I believe there's also a save station in this door. I'm not going to do that. Saving is for people like me. I'm just not going to do it, though. 72 health and a drink, baby. We're gonna get through this, even if it kills me. Emphasis on kills me. Alright, so there is another item up over here. It's actually to the left, if I remember correctly. How am I gonna do this? That was probably the fastest I've ever double tapped down. So there's a missile pack up here. Oh no, we can't reach it. How about I just activate a couple pillar... Wait, hold on. This one should have activated. There we go. Activate this pillar to get this missile pack, because for some reason they didn't put it here, because I don't know, maybe it was too obvious or something. I don't know. Now we have to make our way through this sort of labyrinth, if you will, and hopefully I don't die here. Okay, good. Head down over here. That wasn't enough. So there's two ways to go down here. You wouldn't believe it, but it's the faraway one. Okay, I have enough where I can take one more hit from one of those spiky guys. I just need to be very, very careful for future ones. I thought they only needed one missile, but they apparently need two, so need to be aware of that, I guess. Head over to here. There is another one of those superhero dudes. Gotta watch out for. I believe these are crumble blocks. No, they're not. Good. There is a new enemy down here that kind of jumps around and shoots a bunch of spikes when you hit him. I'm playing it safe here just by trying to kill him before I go down there because I just don't want to have to deal with him. Down over here, there are a couple of crumble blocks, and there's also a blue slug. This blue slug has a lot of HP. There we go. But he also has a chance to drop a red X. He's not guaranteed. I think it's a high chance, but not guaranteed. There is also an item down over here. So we'll just go down here and grab the missiles. Up over here. Go through this block. Keep going. Fun story here, or I guess ironic story, however you want to look at it. My first time ever playing this, I didn't understand what to do in this room. I mean, I was quite young, but I didn't realize that you can just place bombs in like the corners, near the corners, I guess, or maybe just this one side, to activate a platform. There's no like... There's nothing there that tells you, hey, place a bomb here, but I ended up resetting the game because I thought it bugged. That's how confused I was. Move over, slug, thank you. Alright, so the way to go is down over here, go in through this door. There's another one of those guys I mentioned earlier that we never really had to fight. Shoot spikes every time you shoot them. Up to 3 projectiles, I believe. At least he only did 3, and I shot him more than 3 times. Maybe he died after 3, whatever. We're moving on to our next boss. There's also going to be a 4th energy tank right here. And then remember those doors I was talking about? How they're not going to be a problem with the charge beam? They still can, you know, be annoying. Maybe it's not charge beam. It's something, I mean, super missiles. So we do have to deal with a little bit more. But that was 2 shots instead of 3 missiles. So a little bit more damage on those. Now our first jumping boss. This guy has a couple of different patterns. We just need to wait for a short jump. So that was a long jump. That was a long jump. I'm going to do a charge and then a bunch of missiles. Probably could have done a little bit more. But as he gets shorter and shorter from us destroying portions of his segment, he becomes a little bit harder to actually deal with. If you somehow get captured by him, your only way to get out is to morph ball bomb him. So that's that can be a little annoying, as you can see here. So now he's the shortest, so he's going to constantly do that. I wasn't lined up on my missile, unfortunately. There we go. Wait, hold on. Fine. Alright, let's go for the kill spot. It wasn't the greatest. Should have played that a little bit better. It's fine. Alright, so that boss unlocks high jump and jump ball abilities. So now, a lot of people call this the luxury item in the Super Metroid, where you just hit the jump button to jump as Morph Ball. They call it a luxury partly because of memes, but you can just bomb hover everywhere most of the time. So after defeating that boss, you might notice that these slugs are no longer attackable and they're actually hardened, like they're in a cocoon state. That's important for later. I just wanted to mention it. Alright, we're gonna go right through the save area. We don't really need to go up there yet. There is this spiky guy. This can be a bit spooky. I'm not gonna go for it, but there is something that you can do. SAX has been here. This is the giveaway, the dead giveaway. There is a way to just completely ignore the SAX here, clown on him if you will, jump down here and then just like go around him. I'm just gonna play it the casual way and just kind of wait. In a speedrun sense, you would want to learn how to do this ideally and just jump around SAX. There'll be other encounters later on where we will have to run away from a pursuing SAX, so don't worry. There will be that. Look, these little bug guys are no longer cocoons. There's some weird creature that can't be killed, and they move. It's a little unsettling. They do make for great platforms, though, as you can see. This one, however, is blocking the way, so I can't do anything about that. I'm just gonna unlock this block, jump up, place a bomb, go through. There's gonna be a guy over here. They're glued to the wall. Yes. They got some of that not sponsored super glue, gorilla glue combination. I don't think that'd be good on your skin if you got both of those on you. I don't want to think about that. So over here is the missile pack. We're just going to grab that and then find our way back over here. I don't know why I keep on morphing at times where I don't need to be. And now we're going to head up over here through this blue door like I was trying to do earlier, and we're going to go through the wall. By go through the wall, I mean we're gonna morph ball bomb this right here. And then the spiky ball guy is going to be in my way and just be a nuisance. This was kind of a slow way to do it, but it's fine. I'll let that spiky guy live, just, you know, because... Psych! Sorry. He'll live. He's fine. It's an ex-parasite. It's probably not good for the universe if he lives, if I'm honest. Alright, we're gonna head up over here. Keep going up. Keep going up. Going up, and that was Sector 2. Hopefully you enjoyed your tour of Sector 2 Tro. If you did, leave a like on Yelp. Thank you. That might be a running gag for the rest of the stream. I don't know. Alright, navigation room time. I'm gonna drink some water. Alright, so we're going to AQA, which you might know two things about it. One, it looks a little different, and two, because we unlocked the blue doors, SIX was like, "Hey, X boys, let's go to the beach," and they were like, "The beach," and then Sax was like, "Well, it's not really the beach, but it's the closest we got, which is a water area. So let's go over there." All right. So while Samus has her existential dread about the SAX and about it being a killing machine and just like mad with power or wanting to kill everything, we're just gonna skip that. Not talk about it. Restarting on my end. Hope you have a great rest of your stream. Hey, thanks, man. Hope yours goes well as well. Sector 4. Earlier I mentioned one sector is reverse. This is the one that's reverse. I don't know why. It's terrifying that they would do this. Like, how dare a game developer do something different? But that's what they did. They decided to do that. All right. So, right here, our computer ally is like, oh, having an existential crisis, like, oh, these X are a lot more smarter than we thought. There's a very serious creature here called Ceres, and you need to go check out Ceres, make sure that he hasn't been infected. If he has, you've been authorized to kill it. So, it's a very fast creature, and as is tradition in most water levels, there's always water issues or water-related dangers. In this very specific instance, there's live wires that are connected to a lot of the water, causing them to arc in the water, causing a lot of damage if you stay in it for too long. So not only are we in a water area, but we have to avoid water. And if we're not careful, we can take a lot of damage. So, hope you guys like crabs. You're going to be seeing a lot of them. Crabs and fish. I tried to jump there. Jumped a little too late. It's fine. Alright, so we're going to make our way over here. I do want to go grab another health pack, so I'm going to do that. Remember what I mentioned earlier about pseudo screw? Yeah, that's what that is. Full charge beam, jump, roll into an enemy. Some enemies do take damage, some enemies don't take damage. Some enemies don't care who you are. They're just going to say, nah, I didn't take any damage from that. So these crabs are one of the enemies that actually do take quite a bit of damage. In fact, during the intro cutscene, that particular area, when I started talking about pseudo screws a few rooms back, we're going to go through the room again. They actually show in the beginning of the game, they show pseudo screwing in action. So if you watch the intro, you'll see in this room right here, you'll see the game kind of like do the pseudo screwing and then do that. So that's an homage of that, because I didn't realize that was what was going on the whole time. So alright, so now we're going to crawl? I guess it's not really crawl. Don't need to go through there. Actually, there is an item up there. I should have let that bomb blow up. Oh well. There is a missile tank over here. Can I make this? Yes. It's also weird that the bombs continue to turn, or like go through their timer while the screen is frozen during the get item cutscene. Should have done this. It's fine. Alright. Let's head over here. And we need to do a bit of parkouring. Well, that's not entirely what I wanted to do, but that works. Alright. Alright, let's go over here. Drop another bomb. Go over here, go to the save room. Not gonna save. And then just go through the room. Like this. And this should open up all of it. Yep. And then now we have arrived at the breeding ground. Nope, there's just a skeleton. Don't worry about that. Alright. The reason why I went the other way earlier was just so I can get the item over there, because that's the first time you actually see it, which is a bit unfortunate. And door time. There we go. Nice. So here comes Serious Boss. Serious Boss is... he's got a couple different patterns that make him a little bit difficult, but there's one in particular that you just kind of abuse. It's that one. If he does it again, then that'd be good. If he doesn't. My reactions are too slow for that today. Don't fall. Don't fall. Oh boy. Do the up and down. Do the up and down. Nope. Nope. Okay. Where are you coming, Serious? Where are you coming? Nice. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually one of my favorite boss musics of the entire game. I need you to kind of be in the middle over here, actually. Nope. There we go. That was a pretty good kill, but I unfortunately didn't manipulate it enough to get it there at the right time. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's continue on. So we've unlocked the Speed Booster. Now, Speed Booster is an interesting thing. It only activates after so long of running. So now we just need to run. It'll activate here at the end. Boom, there we go. And now there are 2 more missile packs we can get. As you can tell, I'm a missile aficionado. I actually love getting more missiles. More missiles means more damage, more consistent and reliable damage anyways. This is going to be 2 missiles here. I'm going to do a pseudo screw here if I can. There we go. A couple pseudo screws. Grab this one as well. There's a save station down below. We're not going to go for it. In fact, the water electricity is still a problem. We have to deal with that now to be able to actually get back to the beginning of the level. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the left over here. Get hit by some of these. Not really what I wanted to do. Okay, we're fine. And then now I'm going to try to go for this. You have to get it like way close up there. There we go. I did get it, but a little slow because I never speed ran this game I never speed ran this game. I would like to, but it's also a game that is very punishing. A lot of games are very punishing if you don't do correct things. So what I did there was what I know to be a speed storage. If you do it right, basically you just hit down after a certain point of running. Like once you get your running charge going, you just hit down. When you crouch, it stores the speed. And then you can reuse the speed any other time that you want. Nothing else really down there, if I remember correctly. So we just need to go back over this way. There is a speed sort of test over here with a storage test for, I think it's for a missile pack. So we're going to go. Going to store. And then, I did get it, but I let off the control stick. So how to reactivate your speed, for anybody curious. You just hit the jump button and then you hit the direction you want to go. You must hit the jump button first, and you can't be holding a direction and then also hitting jump. There's also an item down there, but it requires power bomb, of which we do not have at the moment. So I need to skip it for now. A little tutorial there, if you will, on how X parasites work. We kind of learned that in Sector 1 SRX, but it's kind of been reinforced now in Sector 4 that sometimes you have to worry about a background object that then needs to be infested for doors to be unlocked. And we couldn't collect the X, otherwise we'd be soft locked there after the first kill. So now we learn that, yeah, you know, they're pretty smart, they're pretty intelligent, and we don't know really how far they'll go to try to kill us, but command will allow us to be able to get more missiles, and this data room is unlocked by a level 4 lock, so let's not mess with that just yet. More sensitive areas, let's just try to leave them as is. So instead we're going over to Sector 3, which is PYR for Pyre, and yeah, we're just going to go and get a missile upgrade. This is where we get supers, the crunchy goodness. I didn't use my thigh that time. I just used the one-handed strat. Alright. We don't get any elevator exposition this time. Interesting. So I guess there's just nothing really to ponder about the giant fish we just murdered. Alright, there is also sort of a thing I learned from watching the speedrun. If you jump at like the last possible frame, and maybe it's just like a small jump, like a hop. If you can just barely hop, you'll actually land perfectly in the elevator with a speed boost, and then you can just hit down immediately. I obviously held down the jump button because I forgot that it's just a tap, so that's my bad. But here we are in Sector 3, Pyre. And much like Sector 2, we need to unlock level 2 doors. As the computer mentions here, there are no X currently here, so once we unlock the doors, they're probably going to flood here, which means that we just got to be very careful, avoid high temperature areas because this is a lot of heat. We're still susceptible to heat and cold, especially cold, so we do need to keep an eye out for environmental hazards. OSHA would not be happy with us, is what I'm saying. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Now we've gone through a lot of that exposition. Been about an hour, actually. It's not bad. Obviously, I'm not doing any world records or anything, but still. So the data room that we're going for is actually down here. We're going to need speed booster, so I know the proper way to do this. I just do it unfortunately. So we're just going to run over here with speed boost. Going to just do that. We need a second speed boost here at the very end, right about there. And then I, for some reason, was like, go ahead, block. You can go away now. No, I need to use a bomb. There we go. Sector 3, security level 2 gates are now unlocked. So now we can just do our own thing and just go through green doors. But as the robots told us, X have now infiltrated Sector 3. There are also, the reason why I bombed that is I couldn't remember exactly where it was, but there is a secret over here. This isn't really that much of a secret per se, because you can still hear these guys jumping through the floor. But this is for another missile tank, which is going to be very, very helpful. Now, unfortunately, this does prevent me from going immediately because I need speed boost and that I need to wait for those blocks to reappear, but it should be fine. We go through again, and now we just avoid most of the enemies, make our way to the data room, because that's about all I really need to worry about. Ideally, I think you want to save your speed boost there. We're going to open up this gate and then run this way. The first 2 blocks is really all we really need. If I wanted to go crazy, I could have probably done the first one, but that's really tight timing. I don't have practiced. I don't think you can make it up there by just climbing up. I think he'll still hit you. You kind of have to wait for him to do his animation with the ball, like fireball, to then trick him. This over here, there is another item. It's another missile pack right here. And then, nope, go up. Go over this direction. Go this way. Remember earlier there was a couple of these that I shot? Yeah, normal missiles don't affect them anymore. So at this point, the game is teaching you that there are more enemies. The X do evolve. The hoppers that we're killing here, I don't know if that's what their real names are, but they take 3 missiles, which is pretty crazy. They do a lot of damage too. And these, I believe, are called Sovas, if I'm not mistaken, from the original Metroid. I think it's Soba, I'm not sure. I think it might be Sova. Either way. But that is our super missile. So it's the same button pattern. Just hold down R and hit B. That wasn't good. Something shook. But now listen to the sound of these things. Crunchy. Alright, going back. Ooh, what's this over here? This is a new type of a door that got broken. That's not the SAX is doing. SAX turns it into cement, it looks like. I'm also kind of low on HP, so I'm going to actually take the recharge. I'm not going to save, but I'll take the recharge. Is that over here? This is for a secret, or I guess item. Excuse me. These blue things, just like the green ones, just take 3 shots, but with super missiles instead, so... That takes care of that, and now I'm not going to save because I told myself I wasn't going to save except for at key points. This is not one of those key points. So, where are we going to go? Well, the only other place we can't go is over this way, right? Nope. Whoa, what's happening? Whoa, it's crazy. What's going on? I wonder, is it going to be in this door? Sorry, I'm cutting ahead because I'm impatient. What is that? Oh my goodness, it's a security robot. Yeah, this guy exists. Crunchy. Hey, rude. Please, climb up, thank you. Please. Oh my gosh. It's a problem with using a control stick. I gotta stand right underneath this thing. There we go. Security robot dealt with. Crunchy missiles and all. Man, I love crunchy missiles. from here, we just need to basically pursue this robot and find our way back to the beginning of the level. Crunchy missiles. Crunchy. Excuse you. You can also go... Oh, you kidding? I didn't know you could interrupt that. Wow. Learned something new today. There's a couple different things you can do with Speed Booster. One of them is you can also use the L to rotate or like go up at an angle instead of like holding the direction of that angle. The other thing that you can do is if there's a slanted platform like here, you can hit it and just continue running, and then you can store it and just kind of keep doing this over and over. You can do that over and over. There's no right or wrong way to go about things with most speed tech in Metroid Fusion. This is a power bomb area, so we can't really do that. I am skipping an area down to the bottom right, which is, I don't think I even remember what it is, but this takes us to an energy tank. There's a couple enemies down here, nothing too crazy. How you're supposed to do this is you go down over here and then bomb that, and then down here, if you place a bomb, it extends a lift and that takes you up to the item, and then you have to like bomb out the side, but we're just not going to do that. Alright, we're back near the beginning again. There's a couple more items that I could get, but I don't really feel the need to get them. Again, we're not doing 100% run. I'm not too concerned about it yet. Still a good game, though. I'm enjoying myself. Hopefully you guys are too. Alright. So now at this point, this is how we learn the name of the robot that we killed, which or injured, the security robot. So now we're being told to go to other sectors. Security, or Sector 5, Arc, is not a good one to go to because it is cold and we still have the Metroid vaccine. So we have to be very, very careful. So now we're running out of options. Sector 6 is the only other viable option that we can go to, and that is Noc, which stands for Nocturnal. We just got to be careful and go there, and now we get a little bit of a inspiration / warning that the X are very powerful creatures, but I'm the only one who can handle this mission. So despite the dangers, we gotta take care of business. And then instead of a typical elevator message, our commanding officer, our robot or AI or whatever, receives a message, and it's some man in a suit, because it's always a man in a suit as a villain. Just reconfirms to the AI, does Samus suspect that we know that, you know, or does she suspect that we're watching her? Does she know that we're paying attention to her? And the robot basically says what he feels, which is, no, I don't think that she suspects a thing. And he ends the message by saying, good, keep an eye on her. That wasn't enough. I did get it once or twice before. I'm going to try to get it by the end of the stream. Alright, so now we are in Noc, which is my favorite color. I've grown to really like the color purple over the years. If you check out my Discord profile picture, you'll see it's probably a picture of Raven, depending on when you see this. As of today, it is, but some like 20 years from now it might be different. Suit data is here, so now we're going to be able to get the suits that will allow us to deal with Sub-Zero and heat. However, we're getting notified that the X here have evolved to now be ice. So if we absorb the Ice X, they actually will do damage. And not only that, but just to add another layer of spook factor, this sector is also dark because it's nocturnal. Who would have thought? So we need to avoid blue X as they appear, and then we can also shoot them to stun them. Plus, we're going to see all sorts of unique life forms that would be indicating or showing of like nighttime creatures. I am going to go into these little alcoves here just for some free, easy items. So that was a missile pack. There's another one over here. I don't know why I unmorphed. Over here it is, there's 3 different pathways. There's those 2, and then there's this top one. Yeah, I did, cool. That top one is the one I need to go to, because it just drops me right into it. Alright, got another energy tank. We're up to 7, it looks like. I was counting energy tanks. Sorry, Samus. We're going to go through over here. This is our first encounter with the well, not really spicy, but the cold blue guys. Very obvious and apparent that he's there. There's another one here. Unlike the other X, these guys will actually chase us. We got to be careful. There's also another one, like right there. I don't remember. Is there something over there? No, it's not. And that is the indication that you got hurt by one of them, by the way. It plays that noise. So I didn't mean to fall down here. That was bad. You know what? I'll just take the damage. It's whatever. It's just a bunch of whatever. Just keep running away from them. Don't let them touch you. No touchy. Thankfully, there is another energy tank there, so it's not like that's the end of the world. Let's see. Let's go over this way. And this is our second encounter with the SAX. Oh, we need power bombs. That's crazy. Oh, there she is. Or I guess it. X don't really have a gender, I don't think. So the SAX here is going to demonstrate to us what a power bomb is. I'm just going to sit here. I don't think it's going to do that much damage. 20 damage, cool. And now, there goes the SAX, just kind of doing its thing. There are some crumble blocks here. And, yeah, we just got to be a little bit careful. Just a little bit, but SAX doesn't know how to morph ball, so we're fine. The spot earlier that I thought was going to be at the bottom is actually down here. There's just a bunch of like little slug guys. For some reason, they upon taking damage fall. I don't get that. Oh, that's kind of a bad placement for one of them. That's what the item is. So let's just get our item up over here. Please don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back. Okay, we're fine. I don't know why I keep doing that. I almost made it. Alright, you guys ready for the crunch? One super missile is all it takes now. Alright. This right here, I don't think you can actually do damage to this, but he stole our data. So he took the Very suit, which is not good. I didn't even know X could do that. That's probably what some scientists from the Federation HQ would say. I didn't know they could do that. Okay, could you just like stop running around in circles, please? Hey, I did a pseudo screw. Look at that. Ow. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. I've got some super missile damage up in here. One more. Maybe one more, never mind, sorry. Ah, come on. I'll scale it down here, it's fine. If I wanted to really care about, like, trying to, like, play this perfectly, that's what I would do. I would try to, like, look up strats and, like, figure out how to do it and stuff. Alright, so here comes what a lot of people lovingly call the puke suit. I don't really mind the color palettes, honestly. Some of them are a little bit weird, but it's not like it's, you know, the end of the world. There is some way to do that. I'm not going to do it because it requires more brain attention span than what I have right now. So right here, the X don't realize that I can just absorb them here, so they're still attacking me. So they're still aggressive, which is interesting to note because the next time I go through this room, they're not going to be like that. There's a crumble block right before this, so got to be careful. And then this up here is a very annoying jump, but we're fine. We'll manage. And we're just going to head down over here. Now, watch as we go through this room a second time. They're not attacking you. Interesting. So they have adapted and learned that, oh, we weren't doing damage to Samus. Run. We're in trouble now. They've realized that the thing that Samus fears more than the X is ice. Whether it's a fear or not, she just takes damage from it. And once you get the suits, that's when they're like, yeah, go get her. And then it's like, oh, wait, it's not doing anything. So now they will actively avoid, which is a neat little detail, honestly. That's why there's other X in each of these rooms now, to signify that they're trying to adapt to Samus adapting to their behavior of like the ice affecting her and then not affecting her now. Oh yeah, those like little, I don't know what you'd call them. They kind of look like a heart to me, but they're some like weird creature. When you hit them, they just puff purple smoke out of like the corners of the hitboxes. Wait. That was going to be enough. It wasn't. If I waited like a fraction of a second later, I would have been fine. Alright. I'll hit up this recharge station, because why not? I'm not feeling too confident in my ability at the moment, but it's fine. No harm in taking a recharge if you feel like you might end up dying, so... Alright, so now the real question that the computer is asking is, how is the X going to be able, or how did they do that? Because they only should be able to interact with biological data, not electrical data. So it's a weird phenomenon that they were able to do that. So now we're getting, you know, some information about like plasma beam, and that would be really, really good. You could get it from another X, but it would be kind of hard. Same thing with a couple other things. So instead, we're just going to settle with ice missiles, which makes me a little sad because we're going to miss the super missile sound effects. But thanks to the various suit, we are able to survive places like Sector 5 Arc. So we're going to head over to Sector 5 Arc here and go get ice missiles. And no elevator thoughts. It's weird how like every elevator at the very beginning was like, yeah, we're going to do elevator thought. And now it's just like, we don't need to do another one. We don't need another one. Another one, no. We don't need another one. As the... Man, I'm just messing this whole thing up. Please, thank you. The farthest distance to go and I screwed it all up. Cool. Alright. Here we are at Sector 5 Arc. We're going to take one more look. Get our map data here. Alright, so now we need to download Ice Missile Upgrade, but as you'd expect, it is secured by level 3 locks. So now we need to deal with finding the security room here, and then head over there and get ice missiles. So a little bit of backtracking, nothing insane. Let's go ahead and save while we're at it. Let's see here. There's a couple items we're going to get along the way at the very bottom of this elevator, or like not really elevator, but this area. There is an item in there I'd like to be able to get, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to because I just forgot that I need to get those unlocked. So instead we have to go this little cheeky route over here. We're going to head down and we're going to see in the background here, maybe it's not this time, but keep an eye on the background one of these times that I go through. You might see something move. You might. I'm not going to say for sure, but you might. Those guys are pretty easy to dodge. You just go right up next to them, wait, and then they just jump up. If you try to jump up, they'll just hit you, so... So the X over here have actually learned that Samus has her suit, so they will run away, which isn't really the best. We need to get speed boosts, so we're going to go back over through here. Go all the way to the security gates. Run all the way back over. Destroy those blocks and move on my merry way. will say that the music of the game really encapsulates whatever sector you're in. Like, the water sector was pretty good, you know, Aqua, level 4. It was really good music there. Sector 5 here, Arc, knocked Sector 6 was also pretty good too. There's a place we can go down there. I don't believe that's where I go just yet. I don't think. Or maybe it is. I think it is, actually. Is the place I go to? Yeah, maybe. I think it is, actually. For some reason, I'm, like, a little fuzzy on memory right now. Is this it? This is it. Is this it? I think this is it. Maybe? Yes. I was very indecisive, I'm sorry. Okie dokie. Security level 3 has been unlocked. We're gonna hit up all the yellow doors. There is a way that we can kind of like climb up here, so I'm gonna try to do that. Hang on. I had that too, dude. There we go. And then you just climb up. And climb up. There we go. There's a save station here. We're not going to take it. Don't need it. There's last words. Oh my gosh, please. No Zitchy. Alright, so now we're going to head over to the data room. We're going to get our ice missiles, so goodbye. Crunchy missiles. We'll survive. We'll get through it. Crunchy missiles. Now we get these. I guess they're okay, but they're not good. Their application is good, though, but the sound effect is kind of... It's like they sound really weak. A little bit. Anyways. So that's a bad guy. We just don't want to deal with him. So over here, however... There is, not fast enough, an energy tank, so that puts us up at, I think that's a 9? Kind of hard to tell. There is one other room over here that I want to go to. It's off to the side. This, it will teach you not to kill whatever enemy you get, or like, take its essence immediately. So we can use these as platforms, essentially. I'm going to wait. Get Mr. Turtle over there. I missed. Well, that's not good. I can't even reach that. Yeah, I went way too far. Okay, so I want it somewhere... Nope. Gosh. Oh my gosh. You want to know why I'm not going for 100% items? Example A. Okay. I'll give it one more shot. There we go. I did not want to mess that up. Okay. Nothing too bad. It's just a little frustrating at times, but... It's just platformers in general. If I'm gonna be... Well, I didn't know you could do that. You're supposed to let it interact with it because then it grows into like a pillar and then you can freeze that and stand on it like that. I didn't know you can grab that before it even had a chance to get to it. And that again is another tutorial on killing an enemy and then making it go to something else that you actually need. So in this case... Sorry, I didn't have super missile there, it's ice. So for this, it's to freeze this, and then get a speed boost off of this. Because those are speed blocks, and that's the only way to get past that area, normally. Alright, So now we essentially are done here. It's got a few more areas to go to, nothing crazy. I don't know why I was morphalled there, I don't need to be. Let's go ahead and hop in here, go through this. Alright, remember earlier when I kind of preemptively spoiled about, you know, an enemy over here? Yeah, there might be an enemy. Maybe. We don't know for sure. Maybe he's just hanging out. Technically, you could freeze him, but then you have to jump over. It's not even worth it. Alright. Item over here. This room would have you believe that you need to get power bombs, but the item is like right there. So you don't really need power bombs. How the room tells you that you need power bombs is if you pay very close attention down here on the bottom. I don't know the spawns for that. Down here, it actually says power bomb, and it would clear the whole room, and it would reveal the item on the top right. So, oh my goodness, what is that? Is that good enough for your cringy like YouTube stuff? Oh no, I'm failing.
Emergency in Sector 3. Emergency in Sector 3. Emergency in Sector 3.
Emergency in Sector 3, that's what the alert was saying. Air can melt down soon. Seems the main boiler cooling system has malfunctioned. This is probably due to the X, let's be honest. The SAX even. SAX, how could you? So now we need to make our way all the way over there as fast as possible without letting it completely boil down. And we have 6 minutes. And this main boiler, if it explodes, it basically destroys the entire station. Alright. See if I can remember how to get there. You can't even save during this, by the way, which is kind of funny. But you can recharge, but not save. I should have just kept holding it. Wow, I'm a big fan, I know. It just would save like maybe 5 seconds there, nothing crazy. Alright, so same thing as before. We're going to get a speed boost over this way. Nice, still got the 2. Good, 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 good. Now we're going to go down. Those guys in particular just need to chill out. No reason, they just need to. Alright, so now we gotta watch out for lava spouts here. Link to cray. We can and do still take damage from lava. Let's not hit it again, thank you. Okay, that almost was premature. Why do I really do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? We're fine. Ooh, huh. I love the sound effect of those guys, I'm not gonna lie. So these guys are an upgraded version of the like green heads on the walls. They're purple. And the purple ones kind of shoot a beam near your direction. They don't just shoot straight in front of you, which is kind of interesting. I need to not die to lava, please. That'd be really embarrassing. I mean, also not dying to Sobas would be nice, too. Just saying. Oh my gosh. Stun you, so you're not a problem. Let's keep going. Just keep a cool head about us. You know, nothing's going on. I don't know why I'm like trying to freak out or anything. Nothing crazy is happening. Just we're at the rave. Main boiler is, as you can see, having a little bit of a melting issue. It's overworked. Just a little bit. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Basically a full heal. I don't know how many actual tanks that is. Oh, there's a scientist. There's another. Oh, it's not a human. So this, you might be able to notice, too early, is the wave beam. Close enough. Alright, so now we get the wave beam abilities recovered. 311 grab on that is not the fastest in the world. I don't care, but I usually try to get sub 3 minutes on this section, and that was sub 3 minutes. It was 2 minutes 50 seconds, something like that. 50 and some change. 50. We'll say 51 just to make myself feel bad. Alright, so now we have wave beam. Basically, this is... For anybody who knows the original Metroid, this is Spazer. It just increases my beam thickness by +2. Please go away. There we go. Now we just need to head back to a navigation room, inform the computer that everything is fine and we're not dying. Station is not going to implode. Quite literally implode. I guess explode? Implosion and explosion are two different things, and I don't ever really remember the difference, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. One, I think, is an outward explosion, so like things have a center and it just goes outward, and the other one is like an implosion where it compresses on itself and then it proceeds to explode, I believe. Oh my gosh, please. Grab the wall. Thank you. Oh my gosh. See, they can actually hit me at an angle, which kind of sucks. Which is funny because I should be hitting them and I'm struggling. So, that's how it goes. There is two different ways you can go. You can go back up to the top and then, you know, use the supers against the thing up there. I'm just not going to worry about it, so we're just going to go this way. Back to the save room. I believe I can actually go into this room now, because, yeah, now I have the suit. I believe this is for maybe a missile pack? I'm not sure. Just deal with the lava, it's fine. It's faster anyways. Probably really shouldn't do that the way back, but I'm probably going to. Alright, we're good. Let's head all the way back up. Over here. Go back through over here. I'm going to go ahead and save because I didn't save before the boiler event because kind of can't. I probably should just go to the next area and then save, but I'll save now. Alright, we're going to keep going. Head to the navigation room. Talk to our computer compadre. Alright, so HQ is impressed that the X was able to not only mimic the human, but also use its knowledge. So now the X are... It's only more and more of a sign that the X actually know what the heck they're doing. And they're not just some random thing. They're actually coordinated. They attack, they protect, and they die to Samus, basically. But anyways, the main elevator power has been restored, and that means that we're able to actually head all the way back up to the main deck for the first time in a while. At this point, we were notified by the computer that there are life signs at the very top, and these life signs could be indicative of other human life. So there could be other survivors that we have to go take a look at, and potentially free if you know, if they're human. This is also the first time we've been up here since the SAX oh so rudely just like destroyed everything. And that is a speed booster item, so kind of need to do this instead. So we're just going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to make our way up to the deck up there. I'm also going to use speed booster here because these blocks again are speed booster blocks. We're going to head down and around. There is a way through, but we need screw attack for that, and I don't have that yet, so I'm not going to really do that. Just mentioning it in case somebody's like, oh, there's a way where you can go. Yeah, there is, but you know where screw attack is? End of game. Next. This over here, by the way, is not a super missile one. We don't have the tools for that yet. That is power bombs. There was one in Sector 5 Arc, if you were paying attention. The astute amongst you might have noticed that. I didn't mention anything about it because, well, I just kind of want to mention things as they appear, but that one in particular, if you're going for like 100% items or more of an item-focused run, it can be kind of annoying. I don't think you can wall jump off of those guys. I tried like 4 times there. I can't even jump up on top of them there, really? Oh my gosh. Yep. Let's grab this. Hey, hey. I could just reload this room instead of waiting for him. But then I have to wait for the X, so was it really... Did I save any time? No, probably not. I had to jump down. I saved no time. I added time. Cool. What? I got scammed, bruh. There we go. The reason why we have to go up to the top over here is this is the way to actually get through this puzzle. As you can see, there's some aliens in the background. They're having a fun time. But the only way to get through this, we have to go through that gate and then speed boost through this. In this middle room over here, there is actually some missiles, so I'm going to grab these. If I was doing map completion, there you go. There are certain various categories for the Metroid games, one of them being like map completion, or like all tiles or something like that. I think all tiles is the category official category name, but there's like some meme stuff anyways. Alright, so this is also a little RNG on when all the enemies, all the animals come out, like the little chickling guy. Kind of can't really do anything until they all come out anyways, so... Alright, see you guys later, bye! Alright, so those were the life signs. No humans, unfortunately, just animals, which is alright, you know. Save the animals and all that. I don't speedrun, so I can say that. Alright, so those are the names of the creatures. I'm not even going to bother trying to say it. But Samus just kind of reflects on them. And she notes that they seem to also recognize her as well. So these are probably the same ones from the original Super Metroid that taught her certain abilities like, you know, wall jumping and dashing and things like that. So let's go to the navigation room, see what our electronic buddy has to say about the situation. So now he's like a little unfortunate and like, oh yeah, I guess we can confirm the deaths of all crew members. It seems like for the X, humans were just food, pretty much. So now we're getting word that power bombs will be accessible. So now we have to go to the one in Sector 5 Arc because most of the other ones are basically destroyed. Sector 5, I believe, is the only one minus Sector 4 that has a working data terminal. Most of them have been absolutely destroyed. Well, I guess it's not entirely true. Sector 1 still exists. Does it? I don't think Sector 1 had one. I don't think it did. Sector 2 does still have a working one, but it's kind of restricted in how we get there. So to save time, we're just going to go 5. Sector 3 was destroyed. Sector 4 it's still locked. That sounds about right. Alright. Alright, let's head over this way, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna chit-chat with our buddy over here, and he's gonna be like, yep, we've already been here before, but like, go to this position. I don't know why I need to tell you, but just go. I don't understand why, but it's like, I've been here before, bro, just let me go. I did not mean to double tap. This area we couldn't go to earlier because of the whole countdown stuff. Yeah, just jump up and grab the missile pack in here. No big deal. We're gonna grab that. We're gonna go along the bottom side over here. Gonna watch out for some baddies. Completely whiff that shot. Don't worry about it. We still have our good buddy in the background, trying to scare us and spook us and unsettle us. He's not a bad guy once you get to know him. We're going to go over to the data room. We're going to collect our BAMs of the power variety. Our power beams. Alright, there we go. Power bombs. So this is, we down twice to go to Morph Ball, hold down R and B, similar to Missile. So the button layout is exactly the same. Flashing light warning. I'm just going to warn you that sound is probably going to get annoying at some point. I'm not going to use it as much as a 100% runner, but still, it annoys me at times. Well, a lot of the time, actually. So last time we were here, there's a little organism. We just froze and went up. This time, we're just going to go down below, and it was power bomb locked. But now we have SAX. What the game wants you to do is use power bomb because of this symbol, but I'll be honest, you can just do this. So it's like the game is trying to force you to use power bombs so that you can get caught. But I'm not going to do that because I know how this game works. Interesting thing about the power bombs too is any free-floating X can actually get suctioned to the location of the power bomb wherever you placed it. So you can use it to effectively group together a bunch of X if X are starting to be a nuisance like that. It also reveals crumble blocks and other things too in the environment, any special blocks like speed booster, missiles, etc. So power bombs are very, very good for trying to figure out how a room works, what's inside the room, what are some like hidden areas maybe. So it can be very, very helpful depending on what you're doing. And now the last time we were here, this was not here, but it's here now, so we have to deal with it. And that is a power bomb one. So the one that we saw before, which is right above me right now, this is another power bomb one, so we're just going to go ahead and use another power bomb. They really wanted you to use power bombs when you first get them, which is kind of strange because they're kind of loud, honestly. So over here again, this is another puzzle, but you can reveal the... That was wrong placement. At least I can... Well, I was going to say at least I can get in here and then just missile them at the right time. And then over here, isn't this 4 blocks? Yeah, it is. So I'm going to try to freeze them on maybe that second of the 4 blocks. That's going to be my guess. Right there, maybe. Well, all this for an item, by the way. Not mandatory in the slightest, but, you know. Maybe I can put in between 2 and 3. Yeah, like that. And then, of course, one more just for good measure here at the very end. And just for more power bombs, which, you know, they're very helpful. They are. But mainly just for finding out room stuff, not really to actually do much of anything. Also, for some reason, it stuns blue X, which is weird. I'm not going to ask too many questions. Fun fact, this whole time, this was power bombable. So we don't have to climb up one more time. I am, however, going to climb up over here. I don't think I can actually do this yet, though. 'Cause I think there's a speed booster area over here. Yeah. So speed booster over here, so it's not accessible yet. It will be sometime in the future, but we just don't have that ability to do that yet, unfortunately. Please just... okay. Alright, let's head back to the save and navigation room. Go ahead, save again. Why not? Here we go, nav room. Let's see what's going on. Very ominous message. Return to your ship. I have important information with no context. Ooh. Alright, so now we're going to head up. Check my phone real quick, actually. Sorry, just clearing out notifications. Alright. We're gonna head over here, back to the main elevator. We're gonna head up the elevator and then head over to my ship. And nothing will go wrong. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, something went wrong. Alright. So now we don't have power, which is a little weird. But I guess they really wanted to do something because, well, one, there's Ridley. Frozen Ridley, I might add. Ex-Frozen Ridley. X in both sense of the term, the organism, and he is no longer frozen. He's right about here. Yeah, that room for Ridley has been there since the beginning, and you can technically go into that room very early on, but you take freezing damage because, well, you're not supposed to be in freezing rooms, so... I need speed booster, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. Cool. I was about to freak out like I just missed it, but I also like wasn't really paying attention. Anyways, but yeah, because that frozen room is basically like a freezer. There's no power, so it's not theoretically cold, but we also have Vari-Suit, so it doesn't really matter that much. But you can go to it pretty much from the beginning of the room. From the very first nav room, you can basically go into that and then see it. But yeah, the main silo reactor went down. All elevators and hatches won't work. Somehow, if we can get to there, we can turn on auxiliary power, and then we can find out why the main silo went offline. The reason why the AI told us to go to our ship is because there's strange creatures here, and they don't appear to be X-biosignable. They don't have any X DNA, so they're actually they're secure, they're safe. They don't have any. They don't pose a threat to us, is what I'm trying to get at. Also, you might notice the cute little thing on the top right. All the locks are locked, so this is like one of the only times in the game that all locks are locked, other than possibly like the very beginning of the game. But you weren't here last time. You're also not here now, so. Anyways, it's pretty dark. Alright, so now we need to make our way all the way down there. There is a clever little thing if you ever played this before. You can just go along the top like this and skip like 90% of any future issues. I think this is a safe spot to go to. Yeah. I'm going to remove those just because. So this is where you need to go to, is this top door over here. If you fall down for any reason or you just don't know that information, you basically have to climb back up, and it's a whole process. And it's just very annoying. Say hello as well to the energy tank that ruins low percent runners right here. A lot of people have to try to jump over this without collecting it, and it kills a lot of runs once you collect it. So low percent runners, I know about you, and I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. I don't know anybody in particular, I might add, but punchy. So this is just like a constant just try to figure stuff out here. It's right there. I don't know if this is gonna help or not, but whatever. Nice. Alright. Next boss. So we're gonna sit a little bit off to the side. We're not gonna be dead center, we're not gonna be the edge. Here comes one of the loudest bosses in the game, so I'll let you guys just enjoy the music. That's the first time I've been grabbed in forever. Oh my gosh. Would you just let me shoot you in the face, dude? Jeez. I'll use my noob strats, just sit in a corner. Here we go. There we go. One more. Close enough. Spider boss. So we recovered space jump ability, which basically allows you to jump basically forever. You just gotta time your jumps right. And now we've reached the auxiliary power station. And auxiliary power is now engaged. So now we will have access to some things. I don't think elevators, I think just hatches and some other things. Like I think just like level 0 locks. Save rooms, recharge rooms, stuff like that. Navigation rooms, probably. So, no elevators, no hatches. Still, excuse me. So, for some reason, vegetation just grew rampant. I don't know if this has been an issue that's been for a while or just the X just made it happen. I don't know. Oh, boy. So, we're going to continue on over this way. Now, each of those cocoons, earlier, I was like, you know, how'd this guy get here? He was one of those creatures from the cocoons, those like slug creatures. So they have evolved, essentially. Oh my gosh, I really just did that, didn't I? Cool. Alright, so now we are in Sector 2 again, which is Tro. I'm surprised that didn't actually aggro SAX there, but, you know, whatever, to each their own, I suppose. I might actually end up dying. This is crazy. If you do this, you can reload the room. Should have saved. Oh well. So I need to do that spider boss again. Great. Do I want to? No, I said I wasn't going to. There's a save station right after that spider too, I'll be honest. So that is 100% my bad. Is my main objective to go down there? No. Why did it not? I have to go through go through that whole text again for whatever reason. Sure. We'll go with that. Because it saves before it does the navigation. That's dumb. Okay, what I'm going to do real quick, just in case, I'm going to save again just so I don't have to redo that navigation. No, please, just stop talking to me. We'll just go on. Alright, let's go run over here. Well, that's not going to work. There we go. Okay. Take 2. Low percent runners. I'm not doing the joke no more. Not really a joke. I wonder, that has to be really, really tight timing to actually skip that. That's insane. That's definitely one that probably require a lot of practice, honestly. Or at least with me, it would require a lot of practice. There we go. Just trying to ignore these guys. I don't know why I waited for that. When I was a kid, when I heard that noise, I just figured it was like an angry librarian telling me to be quiet in the library. Random thought, but I need to duck there, my bad. Not like it's gonna matter that much. I get healed there anyway, so. Spider boss take 2. I just wanted you guys to listen to the music some more, you know. No big deal. Yeah, 2 cycle. What you get? You can pseudo screw this guy? Wow. I didn't know that. For no reason. Well, I am getting angry for a reason, so I can't seem to hit this guy. I know why I died to SAX. It's because I was at low health because of this guy. Try to get a little bit more health here. It's a fun fact, if you hit this guy with a full charge beam, it makes a bunch of X appear at once. At least it should. It didn't that time. I'm not going to redo this boss again. It's fine. I'm fine. Dead on the inside though, yeah. Okay. Alright, let's get this for the second time. I mean, first time ever. Definitely do it a second time. Don't know what you're talking about. Never happened. Clean. First try. Alright, save rooms and recharge rooms are back. Alright, so now, just below this, to show you guys how stupid it was for me to continue going without saves, the save room is literally, like, right here. Literally right here. Should have saved. Don't know why I didn't, other than just... Usually if I'm playing this game, I usually will just skip this and just go through the next section, but it's been a bit since I made it to, like... I would consider this, like, almost mid-game at this point. So, yeah. Also forgot and just remembered you can freeze SAX. Oh my gosh, that was close. SAX seems kind of mad. Technically, I know where to go, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to wait. Why? Because the SAX despawns. Where they go? Heck if I know. I might have been able to do that. I didn't want to deal with that, though. Please. You not? Oh, I have space jump, so I don't need a wall jump. Ah, makes a lot of sense now, doesn't it? This poor guy underneath me is like stuck. Don't care that much to help him though. So we're going to go down here, like this, go through here. There's another save room. I'm low on HP. Is there a recharge room nearby? No. Nothing that's visible at least. There is a spot over here. A little bit of health, nothing crazy. I do know there is a recharge station nearby. I have to go up over this way for it though. We're gonna go ahead and save again. I'm low HP, so I'm going to abuse save stations at the moment. Plus again, everything up to this point I've kind of done multiple, like hundreds of times it feels like. Well, maybe like tens of times. But anything beyond that is not really. There's a recharge station right here, of all places. I don't know why it's here, but it's here. I remembered it this time. Alright, so these birds do like 60 damage, which is pretty gnarly actually. Please, just... Alright, here comes the next boss. It's just a plant creature. baby. Alright. I really hate that I can't wall jump anymore. It's like, oh, you have space jump. Why would you want to wall jump? Because wall jumping is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. I was trying to go for like the good kill. It's fine. Not super fast, but I'm not practicing for speedruns or anything. I just like to be fast is all. I feel bad when I'm slow, but whatever. So Plasma. One of the most ear-shattering of them all. It does increase the overall damage output, which is nice. More damage is more better. Put that on a shirt. 0.5% commissions go to me. No, I'm joking. Alright, so now we've dealt with the vegetation, so most of the things that are or were in the way are no longer in the way. Do I go right or left? Right is not correct. Okay. I believe this is another one. Okay, it's just right there. Cool. Grab, thank you. Another energy tank. Alright, let's keep going. So what's really cool about Plasma is it pierces enemies. The beam continues to go through enemies after hitting them. So you can do a lot more damage to multiple enemies as a result, which is nice. Also, I don't believe I can go through this because I believe there's like a shortcut like right here. But I'm pretty sure it requires... Okay, I can, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it requires screw attack, but it doesn't seem like it does, so... Moving on. And moving on up. Or I guess moving on out. I officially have a second bar of health, so that is, I think, 11. I think there's 20 total. So now our AI companion is confused as to how we got Plasma. And not only that, but has changed his tone on SAX. And originally he was like, if we can get you Plasma, maybe you can do enough damage to actually kill the SAX. And now he's saying, stay away from SAX. In other news, we did get a report just in there that there was an explosion in the ARC data room. So, or data room, however you want to call it. So Sector 5 has been attacked by something. We're not sure if it's the SAX or it could be another powerful entity, but go there and investigate, see what's going on. And I'm sure we'll know more information once we actually get there. There we go. Got the jump, baby. I think what you do is you hit A at a right time and then hold it until the door transition appears, and then you let go of it and just continue holding the direction that you want to go, and that's all it takes. So go back and rewatch it if you want to watch the exact area. So this is now a lore dump for a biomechanical organism called Nightmare. They made it for military applications, and it was in this sector this whole time. It actually made its way to the data center and proceeded to probably download some data that it probably wasn't supposed to. It was doing pirating, basically, is what happened. And it has caused some damage. How much damage? Well, this is the area that we saw him originally. What's funny is you can no longer go up and down these stairs, or these, like, ladders, I guess, because he destroyed them. He's very rude. However, he did give us a path to do some speed shenanigans, so that's kind of nice of him. Okay, I need to time this right. And now we're just going to speed boost over to here, because this was the spot earlier we couldn't get to unless we had speed, and now we have the ability to get speed because Nightmare helped us out. Thanks, Nightmare. Nightmare I reference a lot to as the baby, so I understand there's baby Metroid, but there's also the baby, which is Nightmare. You'll see why here shortly. So there's a security door up here. As you can see as well, this used to be a cold area. It's not a cold area anymore. Security door level 4. Nightmare doesn't care about that. This, I believe, is also one of the very first times you actually see these. These are links from sector to sector. So this is a sector 5 to sector 3. Sometimes there's items in it, like over in this one, there's an item up here. Maybe this is power bomb. It's just normal bomb. But power bomb just makes it easier to not have to worry about the guesswork. So this is essentially, it's an airlock, but we just let the vacuum of space in the airlock. It's no big deal. I don't think there's anything else. Is there? One of these there is. I just don't remember. It is this one. I don't remember entirely what I'm supposed to do here. I figured out what I needed to do. Technically, it'd be a lot easier later in the game because you get some beams that can go through walls and stuff. I believe it's called wave beam. Unfortunately, I don't have that right now, so I have to kind of do this the weird way, or like the slow intended way. Alright, so this is the room above the data room. Wow, crazy. Looks like maybe SAX was here too because of this door right here. It's pretty indicative of SAX behavior. Maybe SAX was kind of concerned that a giant biomechanical being showed up, so it tried its best to seal it. I don't know. Now we have entered water, which is a problem because we don't really have gravity or something to prevent us from being slowed down here. And for some reason, the X can turn the space pirates X. They can evolve to become a finned version, which means we can't outrun them. We have to fight them or take damage. I tried to hit him, but I was way too high. Okay, we're out of water. That's good. So we just need to continue to try to follow this trail of destruction everywhere that Nightmare has gone, basically. Alright, we're going to grab these power bombs, and then we're going to jump out, please. Thank you. Head over to the right. Keep going and follow the trail of destruction. There is, I believe, a save. Yeah. I was like, save, recharge, one of the two. There is another spot to the left outside of the save room that I'm going to go to, so I need to probably do a power bomb right here. One of these days I'll get the jump right. Now there is a spot over here as well, I believe, right there. There we go. That unlocks another power bomb, and I believe this is another one of those like sector to sector gateway things. No, it's a recharge. Nice. I'm going to take this opportunity. Not that I'm going to need it because we're about to fight good old Nightmare, Babyface, the baby, whatever you want to call him. And by doing so, we'll fight, another red door or another eye door that will give us another red X. So I don't really need to do recharge stations, but it feels good to do it. I should have used the missile. Oh well. Alright, so there is another item we can get here. I'm just going to use a power bomb just to make it easy on myself because, yeah, it's been a while since I've even seen this. It's not a power bomb, it's an energy tank. I'm stupid. But this right here is the Nightmare fight. I call him Babyface because his face kind of reminds me of a baby near the, I think, second phase of the fight. So he has the ability to manipulate gravity with this right here, so missiles actually aren't going to do much of anything, so I just need to charge beam him with plasma. Until that gets destroyed. We're going to hop up on this wall over here, and here comes Babyface. just gonna missile spam till he basically touches me. No touchy. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's just unfortunate. There we go. Up. It only took one more shot. Are you serious? All right. Nightmare has been defeated, and no surprise, he also was infected. Plasma also, because it goes through enemies, I think this is the time to really emphasize that if you need health and you want to farm like the bosses, or the boss X's, this is a good time to do it. Provided it's not a beam X, that is. It's a beam X, won't let you shoot anything else other than just like normal missiles, really. One more. Okay, close enough. Alright, so now we have the gravity suit, as you'd expect. Usually when we've fought bosses so far, they have given us whatever it is that they use. So in this case, Nightmare can manipulate gravity, so now we are the manipulators of gravity. And our suit color changes to a light teal and purple color now, which, again, going back to the beginning of the stream, I've learned to appreciate purple the older I've gotten. So this suit, it's pretty nice. Okay. From here, we're just going to head back through the water, through these amphibious space pirate creatures. I don't think... Yeah, it's not going to do enough damage to kill, unfortunately. Oh, well, that works. That also works. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, you can't use a power bomb in this room, because if you do, it can lock the final item, so you just kind of have to take your time and get to it. I'll show you what I mean by that here. So use a power bomb, this is what happens. So it locks the final thing, so you basically just got to figure it out, which is really annoying, but... I'm going to need a speed boost here, so I'm just going to do this. Go speed boosts. Technically... Yeah, I did it. Nice. There is a spot up here. It requires speed boost to get to, but, yeah. We're also going to need speed boost here at the end, so... Hey, guess where we are? Back in Aqua. I was supposed to jump, wasn't I? Yes, I was. Cool. Yeah, so that's red security, so we need to deal with that at some point. Should be far enough, right? To barely get it, yes. I couldn't use it because the hallway is too short. Samus needs to, like, get a little bit of height to be able to actually do that, which is a little inconvenient. Oh well. It's whatever. Let's go ahead and do save room here. Nice. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So this is really foggy for me. I don't quite know where I'm going. I think this is just for an item, but I'm still going to go for it because why not? There we go. Take some damage. Oh, I didn't. This room is just a nightmare, and I think it's like 100%. Because like each of these, people call them croissants. They're like weird fireballs. They just are random, and where they decide to go and how they want to screw you over is completely up to their own volition, really. Alright, so we're gonna head over to the left. I do remember we do need to go to the left, because there is a red door at the end of this. You couldn't see it, trust me, it was there. Can't really jump up there. Can jump up here though. Alright, just clear this out, please. Thank you. Give me another power bomb. Go over here. Continue to move through this area. This is another area that's kind of foggy for me. I don't quite remember how to get through it, but we're going to figure it out together. Maybe. It's this way and this way, yeah. So to make it down to here, and this will take us to the level 4 security doors. Because if you try to follow the map to go back to like the save room or like the nav room at the very beginning of the level of here, you can't make it because there's red doors everywhere. So we have to hit this over here in order to actually unlock to then get ourselves out of here, which may or may not have some unintended side effects. Maybe. Maybe. Does this need... I wanted to bring the X over there faster. Another one of those doors that you have to kill all the enemies in the area, and an enemy is actually considered in the background there, so you do have to deal with that as well, which is kind of annoying. Alright. Crouch, go through here. Yep. For anybody curious what I'm doing there, I am waggling. Oh, not the right word. But I am taking the control stick and going left, right, left, right, left, right as fast as possible. Not insanely fast, but you know, I'm just kind of going back and forth. I'm doing this, just back and forth, and just timing my jumps, just because I'm keeping Samus in kind of the correct Z, I guess is the right way to put it. The Z plane. Z or X, I'm not sure. Whichever the horizontal plane is. Alright, so down here, there's a missile pack. What an option that you can use to get back up is just freeze the enemies in here. This guy, we're going to freeze you. And you can stand on top of them and then like get out. Alternatively, you can just kill everybody in that little area, maybe power bomb once or twice, and then just get out of it. Alright, so this is where we would find the red door where we can't go through. So we had to go get that security to be able to get out, which is, yeah, a little unfortunate, but what we have to do. I don't know if, is it possible? We can't go that way because you have to freeze them, and we don't have the ability to do that yet. On this side, I could attempt to, but we're already on this side, so it makes no sense. So same thing here, just got to hit that guy, and then jump over him, kill that. This here, I believe, is speed boosts. Yep. So we need to go over here and get a speed boost. This up here we can't go to because that guy's like in the ground and can't really do anything about that, which is really unfortunate. Does this not kill this guy? No, it doesn't. Cool. I think Speed Booster does. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to stop running for a second. Okay, let's try again. I believe I should be able to get Speed Boost here. No. go much later, but we can always get it on the other side. It's no big deal right now. I stopped running. I think I barely tapped the A button, like barely tapped it. Let's go back over here again. I'll wait for that little croissant to get out of my way. This should start speed boost quite literally frame perfect. We're pretty darn close to frame perfect. I need speed boost right there. This is just for an item. It's not necessarily for anything else, but I want it, so. That's off. We're fine. I think it actually centers you, which is kind of funny. I actually could use a speed boost for this, but it's fine. So this right here. Okay. You need another missile to get into here. I believe it's just into the wall. Go. So this, I believe, is another one of those, like, hatches, external things. Just takes you over to a different sector, in this case, Sector 6. We don't need to be here, so. I'm just trying to remember these as we go along, and I'm sure I'm going to miss or, like, forget a few of them, which is fine, but, you know, kind of want to highlight them if I remember them. Ooh, back. So here, we can't really get through. So, of course, the only logical thing is to go to the data room. But why is there data here? Because we weren't told about any of this. Diffusion added to missiles. Charge with R, fire with B. So diffusion is a very interesting mechanic. You hold it down, it charges up just like a charge beam, and when you fire, it shoots an icy cloud out, causing anything to be, well, frozen. What? Anything that would be frozen to be frozen. So we hit this, these guys inside these little holes are now frozen, and now we may proceed. That's about it. So over here, there's a missile tank. Just grab that. Just be on our way. I could go back down and get some other items. I don't really care that much. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and hit up the recharge station. We're also going to save because it's been a bit, and then hit up the navigation, probably get yelled at for downloading data that we weren't supposed to know about. Why would they send it? Just saying. You upgraded your missiles? That's unusual. There was no word from HQ. A procedural error, I'm sure. Surely. So now, it's kind of angry that we unlocked the level 4 hatches, and I should have used a little bit better discretion. However, that's not the pressing concern. The pressing concern is we need to go back over to Sector 6, which is Knock. I was just kind of there, and deal with the security robot from earlier, because it's believed that it was actually corrupted by X. It was infested, if you will. Now, what's really weird is that the community has kind of dubbed the robot, after it's been infected, Xbox. It's an X, and he's kind of like a, you know, box or square shape, so I kind of get it, but I honestly don't really get it, if I'm going to be completely honest, so it's not whatever. Anyways, moving on. Security robot seems to have gotten much stronger. So now what we need to do is we got to be very careful, and we get an ominous warning that the SAX is tracking me and I must leave Knock as soon as possible. I don't know how this artificial intelligence in this game would know that a biological creature is tracking me and that I need to leave immediately, but apparently I'm being tracked. Aren't we all? There's a cell phone joke for you. So in other words, we need to find, execute, and leave. Or I guess find, execute the robot or Xbox, and then leave immediately. I'm not really going to do that. I mean, I am going to go deal with it, but you know, not that quickly, I guess. So this is an area that has been accessible for a little bit, but we just didn't really have a need to go here. This is the way to get to the Xbox. It's kind of weird to say it, but this over here is the fight arena. Just gonna lay down a power bomb just because. There is an item over here that we can get, but we can't get at the moment. I believe there's also a way up. Is there a second item up here? I believe that there is. I need screw attack for, so I can't do that. This did not clear all the way, so I'll wait for it to clear all the way and then go and do my own thing. Let me just double check, make sure, because is that just something I need to open during the fight? I think it is. This is the fight area, so we need to be aware of that. Alright, so let's head down below here. Head over this way. Get this lovely thing.
No entry without authorization.
And that is enough for the Xbox to be mad at us.
Warning. No entry without authorization.
Stop. There he is, like clockwork. Alright, here we go. So unfortunately, he has upgraded a little bit. He can actually jump and hit me from there. He shoots some missiles. He's electrifying the water. He's got all sorts of fun little quirks about him right now that make him more of a threat than you might first think. The best case situation is he runs toward me, and then I just unload some missiles into him. But to be able to like make my way to the other side and force him to run instead of jump is not as easy as it might seem. Here we go. Crunch, crunch. 2, 3, 4. Here comes number 5, and now he's gonna do it. What's weird is he almost looks like a Tangela with like cracked glass and stuff. I know that can't just be me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more? No. Please just charge, thank you. Make this easy on both of us. Alright, so there is the brains of the machine. As you just saw, that was Wave Beam. My man's is purple. Respect the drip. Alright. Now we have acquired the Wave Beam. This allows us to shoot through walls, which is nice. This is probably the best beam in the entire game just because, you know, its versatility is really good. You're able to shoot through enemies and stuff. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability like Super Metroid to be able to actually change beams or anything like that, so we're kind of stuck with it. At least I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, there's no way to like turn anything off or anything, which is a bit unfortunate. Alright. Nothing crazy here. This should be a save station. I'm going to go ahead and save. This isn't really necessary. It's just more of a safety save. I don't think I'm going to need it either, but why not? We're just gonna keep going. Now we can actually go through here. We're gonna hear this lovely robotic voice for a little bit longer, unfortunately. There is another save room. I'm not gonna save because I just saved. We're just gonna keep going, and realize a very horrific truth. That the restricted laboratory as part of the BSL has and continues to produce Metroid DNA. But we're not the only ones who found it. Here we see the SAX in its prime habitat, trying to kill everything, only to be killed by, well, not really killed, just like preoccupied with being killed by Metroids. And now we just have to be very careful about jumping through all these Metroids and leave. And that section of the lab no longer exists. We don't talk about it. There you go. There's your lore dump. There's also a funny thing. I probably should have done this before, but it's okay. We'll talk about it. I don't think you can do it before. I think you can only do it after the station gets detached. How much you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. Did I? Interestingly, this is the first time we actually see Samus on the big screen. Just getting her moment. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program for peaceful applications only, of course, please understand. But perhaps you already knew that this program is existence. Certainly you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1. SRX, a faithful replica of the SR-388 ecosystem, ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. This research has even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. Imagine creating Omega from a larva Metroid in days. But that research is finished. The X have smelled out its natural prey, and one of the SAX is on its way here. One? Are you saying there's more than one SAX? Don't be surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduce by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard the station. ... Samus, you must go. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only in a navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now get going. That was one of the only ones I really wanted to read, just to kind of give a lot more exposition. The music here and this elevator ride is going to bring a lot of things to light. We're near the end game. I just want to point that out. We're very close to the end of this game, which is actually incredible. Adam would have said the same thing about the incident, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. He was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer. So interestingly that we got lectured by a machine to tell us that, yeah, no, you done goofed. You got to go talk to your corporate overlords, the Federation HQ, and tell them how you basically effed up. Oh, diffusion missiles, by the way, also trigger missile blocks. I believe those are missile blocks. So, yeah, it's really good. It didn't hit the wall because the wall wasn't loaded. That's funny. So yeah, we're basically in the end game right now. Similar to Super Metroid, there's a lot of like acid baths around here. This is kind of very reminiscent of Super Metroid, where, you know, there were Metroids and whatnot. But I'm trying to like spam the save data, and it forces me to move forward and jump. And be stupid. Be stupid. We just bomb this, allows us to go through. Now there's an interesting mechanic here we have to deal with. There's a bunch of these guys down below, but we need them to stay alive to form into gold pirates. Which, if you've never seen a gold pirate before, don't worry, you're not the only one. The only way to damage them is shoot them on the back, and you must defeat 2 gold pirates in that room before the door opens up there. So it's kind of annoying, but it's what you gotta do. I don't think there's anything over here. Maybe an item. That's about it. Yeah, it looks like it's just an area to farm X if you need health or missiles or whatever. This is the way we need to go, though. This will take us to the... I'm not going to say last boss, because it's not the last boss, but one of the last bosses. Nice, only 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ridley time. Get your screes ready, or turn down the volume. You've been warned. Okay, he's dead. I do not like Ridley in Fusion, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. Not close, but it's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the screw attack. This is one of the final abilities of the entire game, so this will allow us to basically no longer have to pseudo screw. So I haven't been doing it a whole lot, but we don't need to charge my beam anymore. We just have screw attack, so we can just essentially just jump through enemies with forward momentum and kill basically anything in our way. So probably should save so I don't have to redo that Ridley fight, but I also don't really care. If I have to redo that fight, it's deserved, I guess. Just leave me alone, pirate. Gosh, that guy. So just to prove to you, diffusion does get rid of it. There you go. Now you know. There's a spot over here we have to go to. Screw attack the ground. This is where we actually find our first application of screw attack on blocks. That, well, not the first one we found, but the first one we actually get to use screw attack on. Let me just go through here. So yes, we had to fight Ridley to be able to get to this point, and then now it's just a matter of climbing up and out. We are in, I believe, Sector 1? Yes. Sector 1, and you can see right here, there's this giant egg. What could that be? Well, the computer alluded to the fact that this is a perfect hatching environment for various different Metroids, specifically Zeta, Omega, Beta, and Alpha, I want to say. I don't remember exactly what the ones he said, but I guess it's a computer. I'm gonna go with he, though. Just for the sake of completion, earlier I said this is a lava room we don't need to go into. There are a few items in here, so I'm just gonna grab this missile tank. There's also, I believe, another missile tank down here. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab this and then head up to the navigation, because we're already pretty darn close to it, honestly. There's no other items up here, right? No, it is. Okay, so this is 15 extra missiles. We're going to grab them just because. I don't think I'm going to need more than 100 missiles for this end phase, but you never know. Look at this. There's another egg that for some reason you can destroy a block underneath it and it's fine. Also, shoutouts to this area. This is, actually, what am I doing? Screw attack. This is the connection between Sector 1 and Sector 3. I definitely wasn't waiting to actually see it. And this one we could have probably gone to much earlier as well. I believe this does need screw attack though. So that was the room where we had to diagonally dash to go up and then hit a couple blocks up there and then get a missile pack. So that's what that is. But the recharge, save, and navigation room is like right here. I'm also going to take a quick detour, head up over here. In this room, this is... I don't remember. Ah, screw attack in the ceiling. Or another power bomb. Also, I want to know why they added so many power bombs in this game. Like, yeah, I've used quite a bit. Maybe we can get a power bomb count. I don't know, but I doubt it's more than like 20, maybe 30. And yet your max, I think, can be like 74 or something. It's like, why? You don't need that much. I guess just to give you something to collect, I guess. I don't know. Alright. One more navigation room. This might be one of the last ones. Samus, we're done here. Leave the rest of the Federation. We should be preparing to evacuate the station. Are you joking? Do they know how dangerous the X are? How quickly they reproduce? The Federation has taken an interest into the X and the SAX. They believe this life form has endless potential applications. This is ridiculous. The X are heartless abominations. What potential could they have? It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly. This is madness. They won't stand a chance here. The station will devour them. What could be worth the risk? Capturing the SAX, of course. Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed? It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew you tried to destroy the SAX. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was raised some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. And somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade because they didn't want you to grow too powerful. But they had already sent it, and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus. You must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen. They're already on their way. Fools. Lore dump. As soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic these perfectly. They cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase in number. They're a plague, and the Federation underestimates their threat. Yeah. Sorry. The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station is a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Them, the station, and myself if I have to. So now, we can't leave, even though he told us to leave. It's like, dude, what the heck? Just open the doors. Open the hatch. I have been ordered to confine you until the ships arrive. Don't let them do this. Can't you see what will happen, Adam? Adam? Who is Adam? A friend of mine. And what would this friend advise you to do now? You would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruction cycle. He knew how important it is. Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die? You'd understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once. So he chose life for you, our fair warrior, Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so you may keep yours. For the sake of the universe. How foolish. How dare you? How could you hope to understand, machine? You know that detonating the station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-parasites. Even though the station would be utterly destroyed, you'd only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin, yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. When Adam decided who would live, he chose incorrectly. If you were to alter the station's orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation. You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit and path to SR-388. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objections, lady? Right there, that's your clue that this machine is actually Adam. Because much early on, I just sounded like Doge, a lot earlier into the game, she mentions about Adam would always end with any objections, lady. And this machine has never said that up to this point. I absolutely love this game. We're getting up to the end game, like I said. There's only like really 2 more boss fights, and that's about it, honestly. So if you guys have enjoyed this, leave a like down below. I'd greatly appreciate that. Let's give this game the fair send-off that it deserves and beat the final 2 bosses and hopefully no resets. Other than the spider guy, he was the only one that forced me to have a reset. And for anybody wondering earlier when I said there is a shortcut here, there is. You just need screw attack. It's funny how the game kind of opens up, but yet it also doesn't at the same time. It's strange. Oh, okay, I didn't need to do that. Okay, is there anything up here? I don't think there is. No, it's just move around. I guess I did do that to open up the bottom block there, but that's fine. Alright. Obviously, like I said, we're not doing 100%. We're not doing anything crazy. We're not going to be, you know, trying to speed run this game or anything like that. We're sitting at, what, 2 hours, 46 minutes currently? And I dropped a little bit of frames, that's whatever. But this game has a very, very near and dear place in my heart. It is one of my favorite Metroid games ever. It's the first game I ever played to completion, and I absolutely loved it. Even as a kid, even as an adult now, absolutely love this game. If you guys have never played this game before, if you have a Nintendo Switch Online membership, please play it. It's a lot of fun. You will enjoy it if you enjoy platformer or like Metroid style, Metroidvania style games. If you ever want to go to 100% it's also very satisfying because there's a lot of speed puzzles and stuff that I never did that it teaches you to get better at them. So go check the game out. It's a lot of fun. All right, no, we can't go up here. Oh, what is that? It's the SAX. Ooh. Oh, nope. So the only thing that I do not currently possess that the SAX does have is the Ice Beam. And, you know, a horrific second form. There's supposedly a speedrun strat with this, and I don't quite know exactly how it works, but it's something like you stand underneath where he's going to go and just, like, hit him with a wave beam or something, and maybe, like, a screw attack or something, I'm not sure. There he goes. Now it's just a matter of getting my precious, precious Ice Beam. I also mentioned it earlier about, you know, beams spawning X's. Apparently, Screw Attack also does. Kind of forgot about it until I touched the X here, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it does do that. You have to hit that very central point of it in order to do damage on these. I forgot to mention that earlier. It's a lot of things I forgot to mention because it's just kind of samey for me. Alright, let's get my Ice Beam. Where you going, buddy? Of course, we can't follow it. Alright. Let's head up here and initiate the final countdown.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination, planet SR-388.
We got to go. We got 3 minutes.
Sequence activated.
I think sub 2 minutes is good time. I think, for me at least. Maybe like 1.5 or something. I'm not entirely certain, but this game is so much fun. I expected it to be like 5 hours, but not. We're looking at sub 3, honestly. For a more casual playthrough, pretty happy with that time. Pretty happy. All right. Just a casual stroll through everything. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing can go wrong. Usually in these time segments, nothing ever does go wrong, right? I probably could have destroyed most of those blocks. Uh-oh, what's that? That's not good. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, a big egg. It's been scrambled. Ooh yeah. Okay, hit me. Hit me. There we go. Alright, so this is a scripted sequence. You must get down to 1 HP. This is an Omega Metroid. And the X just decides, or the SAX decides to show up and defend us for whatever reason. Obviously, it didn't really have much of a chance because we did just weaken it, but it allows us to actually get Ice Beam potential now. And now it's just a matter of Spamming shoot. Get up, Samus. Get up. Ah, stop with the double hits, dude. Oh, this is annoying. Come on, do it. No? Okay, he's dead. I was gonna try to like bait out a swipe and then go ahead and go for the kill, so. Alright. Time is coming up here. This is gonna be the end of the run. Sub 2 minutes, 102. That's it. GG. Metroid Fusion, one of my favorite games of all time. Probably, I'd say probably top 3, if I'm going to be honest. Like, Metroid Prime was really good too, but I would consider like the Prime series. But I only really played like Metroid Prime, the first one, more so. But Metroid Fusion is definitely like top 3 in my opinion, my book. That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich, continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry, one of them will understand. One of them must. I've reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. The ship can only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. And this is why you save the animals. Such a good game. Truly is. I can't help but kind of get a little choked up at the end every time too, because it's, you know, up until then, you know, I'm just kind of memeing, you know, just like, oh yeah, this is kind of the takeaway, you know, it's not that serious and stuff. And then when you get to the end, it's like, oh, this is actually really good. And I don't know how many people actually agree with that, but in my opinion, this is one of the best Metroid games out there. Granted, I haven't really played like every single one of them, and hot take, I think Metroid Other M was pretty decent. A lot of people seem to disagree and say it was one of the worst games ever. It talked a lot more about the backstory of Samus and the backstory of Adam and how their relationship was in the Federation HQ. And yes, there was a lot of like stupid things that happened and some like really cliche things that went on. But every time I hear Other M, people are just like, oh, that game kind of sucks. And I'm like, I didn't really mind it. I actually enjoyed it to a degree. At times it was frustrating. It was annoying. Some of the bosses were just unfair. You just had to know stuff. But it was a fun experience. I enjoyed Other M. But yeah, so many people I'm sure would just roast me and be like, oh, you have poor taste in Metroid games. Whatever. But yeah, that is Metroid Fusion. If you guys have this game, go play it. Go play it for yourself. Enjoy playing it if you enjoy platformers. If you guys enjoyed watching this, leave a like down below. I greatly appreciate that. This is by far one of my favorite games. Top 3, like I said. Definitely top 3. I can't say the top. Rest in peace, Awada. But yeah, by far one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. Sound like a broken record now. Throat's really dry. Haven't drank water in a while either because I ran out like the first hour. All right, let's see. Completion rate and time. What are we looking at? Well, enough to have the suit removed. That's something. How many? I don't think I had more than like 50% items, did I? Hour 46. Oh, well, I hate that number. 69%, but you know, 146. Okay. I'm not unhappy. I'll say that. See you next mission. Man. So, Samus is one of those characters too. Just the heroine aspect of it. One of my favorite characters as well. There's a few other characters that I do like that are more along the lines of female. There's a lot of characters I do like that are male too, but I'm a guy, so, you know, kind of like some of the women characters, the heroines. Samus is one of those that I really... Every time I get the chance to be able to play a game that has Samus, I'm like, man, this is a good game. It already goes up, you know, a couple of notches just because Samus is in there. Whether she's in her power suit or zero suit, whatever, it doesn't matter. The reason I say that is like Melee and Brawl and stuff like that. I'd never really played Samus, like tried to get good at playing her, but I always enjoyed playing her every once in a while just because it was a unique play style of being able to swap between zero suit and full suit. But yeah, my final thoughts on Metroid Fusion. If you haven't played it, go play it. What are you doing? Just go play it. Here's the pseudo screw attack I was talking about earlier. There you go. But yeah, that is, oh gosh, that's pretty much going to do it for me today. To give a sneak peek for tomorrow's stream, we are going to be playing a PC game tomorrow. On Thursday, I'm going to be playing a game with my good buddy of mine, Omega Genesis. We're going to be playing a game together. Tomorrow on Wednesday, I'm going to be playing a game solo. And that game is going to be Warframe. We're going to be doing like my weekly stuff and some other stuff. I'll be playing as my favorite character, which is Saren, who I call Saren Bay. So stay tuned for some Warframe Wednesday tomorrow. That'll be day 3 of the Stream-A-Thon. Every time I play this game, I'm impressed. I really enjoy playing it. And I'm kind of sad that it was over in 3 hours. But that's how it goes. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call a stream here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. If you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon to be notified of future streams or videos. Starting next week after Valentine's Day, I'm going to get back into doing the Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, so stay tuned for that if you're missing that. If you don't know that I was doing that series, go check it out. Link is not in the description, but go check it out on the channel. I think there's like 10 parts out there now, maybe 9. I might have a 10th one that I can maybe upload tonight or tomorrow, something like that. I don't remember if I uploaded it. I'll have to take a look. But yeah, go check out that series if you guys enjoy other content, other variety type stuff. As far as it is, Warframe being tomorrow, and then we have 2 other days for the Stream-A-Thon because it's going to end on Valentine's Day, you know, by the end of the day. And then we'll get back into the, quote, regular streams where it's like Tuesday and Saturday with my brother, who's also live right now. Go check him out. He's playing Honkai Star Rail, or Hokai, or however you want to say it. HSR, as I call it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Our Wars Definitive Edition coming back to regular scheduled streaming Tuesday and Saturday, and then like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, any other day of the week, I'll might get back into streaming too. It feels very nostalgic to be streaming with a camera again, and like being able to actually, you know, you guys be able to actually see me and like, you know, watch my reactions and stuff. I'm not going to say this is going to be an all the time thing because it takes a lot of like pre-production work, get the lights right, get the camera set up, you know, get the room set up. If I had like my own small like enclosed area, then maybe, but I'm going to go ahead and go before I continue rambling too much. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching, and I will catch you guys next time if I can find the right ending slide. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.